What's up, Multiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. On today's video, we're unboxing another BIG Funko Pop Haul. Alright guys, welcome back to another Funko Pop unboxing here on the channel. As I said, we've got a pretty big haul to get through today. Looking off to my right, 25 items, so let's waste no time getting into it. We're going to start with something big and finish on something big. So first up, we have the Luke Skywalker with R2-D2 movie poster from Star Wars A New Hope. Very, very cool. Don't worry about the getting it all in the shot as well as the reflection there, because we're now taking closer looks at it. And yeah, guys, this thing is so cool. Look at the detail there on the poster. Was this the OG poster, by the way? If someone can let me know in the comment section below, because I was thinking for something made in the late 70s, that is such a cool poster. We then have the pops at the bottom, pardon me, Luke and R2-D2. I'll put this Altair up so you guys can see the size comparison, because they ain't your normal size pops, as you can see. I think that is pretty cool. A lot of people say, like, these movie posters, there's a bit of wasted space, but I don't know, they're movie posters, right? And then you have pops at the front. I think they're a pretty cool idea. They do retail, though, for £50 over here in the UK. This did just drop. I think it was on Wednesday on Funko Europe. It's been on EMP for a couple of weeks where I did get mine. It is more expensive on EMP, though, but I did have a £10 off voucher, so I paid about the same. But they probably will go into a sale eventually. Just, I don't think too many people pick these up. Like I said, they're pretty big, so they take up a lot of space, and then they are expensive at that original retail price. Like the Jurassic Park one, for instance, I don't know if the deal is still ongoing, but you could actually pick that up from a Smith's Toys if you could find it in stock for £15. And we'll stick with Star Wars. I added 2 figures to my Clone Wars collection. I picked up the Obi-Wan Kenobi as well as the Ahsoka. I was thinking, could I get these signed? Well, I mean, I could. At Star Wars Celebrations, both voice actors are there, but their prices are ridiculous. The voice actor for Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think, is like £100, and then like 40 odd pounds if you want a quote on it. And the Ahsoka one, Ashley Eckstein, I think that's how you pronounce her name, £170 plus another 40 odd quid for a quote. And that doesn't even include like a 7 or 8% admin charge. Yeah, Star Wars Celebrations autographs are incredibly expensive. So I'm really undecided whether I will get these signed. I grabbed the Obi-Wan Kenobi from Double Box Toys. They put a whole bunch of like common stuff that they were going to get into stock back in like July last year, and this finally shipped. I've still got like some of the OG One Piece figures in there, a couple of Stranger Things that have still to come. A lot else has come from that big order. I placed a big order. It's about £300 odd, so yeah, we're probably halfway through the order, but yeah, it was made last July. I know how Double Box Toys are, though. They're a sourcing company, essentially. They'll try and source stuff and then get it to you eventually, but yeah, sometimes they can take a bit of time. But yeah, this Obi-Wan Kenobi finally did arrive, and yeah, suddenly I'm now going to Star Wars Celebrations, and the voice actor is there. But yeah, very expensive, 100 quid, like I said. Figure is very cool, though. The lightsaber looks a little bit bent on mine. They were a bit more flexible with these pops back in the day. I think this one, actually just taking a look at the bottom of the box. Oh, it actually says 2021, unless it was like a reprint or something like that, because I thought this was a little bit older. I mean, I could be mistaken, but yeah, still a pretty cool figure and happy to add it to the collection. And then we have Ahsoka from her early days of Clone Wars. Like I said, Ashley Eckstein's price, that's so expensive. No disrespect to her, but like her price is the same as Rosario Dawson's, who was announced a few days ago. She's like not much less than Hayden Christensen. And I just feel there's like other actors I've seen in the past, Gator Matarazzo, Charlie Hunnam. Like, these people, with all due respect to her, they're much more famous, right, than her. I get it. She's huge in the Star Wars, like, realm, the Star Wars universe. I get that. And I get that it's Reed Pop. Their prices, like the same with MCM Comic Con, they're always much more expensive than other cons, and they charge for these quotes and whatnot. But yeah, the Star Wars Celebrations prices, they've just been really ridiculous. Giancarlo Esposito, I think I've mentioned it on the channel before. I actually got my Moff Gideon signed by him at Liverpool Comic Con back in November of last year. I think I paid like £47 for it, and he is £100 at Star Wars Celebrations. So yeah, I don't know. I bought, if you guys did want to know, I've bought Hayden Christensen, I've bought Ming-Na Wen, and I've bought Rosario Dawson so far. I don't know if I'm going to buy more. That's already cost me a big chunk of change, to be honest. But we'll talk more about Star Wars Celebrations, you know, as it comes up in April. This figure's still very, very cool. I have got the Anakin. That's the last one I need. I do have the Yoda already. I've got the Anakin. It was part of that Double Box Toys order. This Ahsoka one was actually from Pop Figures. And I thought if I did have the Anakin already, I may be tempted to get all 3 of them signed, because the Anakin voice actor is there as well. But again, a lot of money to spend if I was to get all of them signed. Last Star Wars figure to show off, guys, I picked up the GameStop exclusive Remnant Stormtrooper, part of that Mandalorian GameStop box. I did actually pick up 2 boxes in Montpellier, France. I did a Funko Pop hunt there back in the New Year's. There's a link to it if you guys did want to check it out. I actually thought they had some pretty awesome stores, but we don't have GameStops over here in the UK, so we never really get these boxes. I bought 2, and sadly I got the same, the Paz Vizsla and the, was it Heavy Infantry Trooper? So I just need the Muddy, is it Mudhorn, Bloodhorn, whatever it is, Mandalorian now to complete that kind of set of 4. But yeah, the Remnant Stormtrooper here. This thing looks pretty disgusting, to be honest. It looks like someone kind of like wiped their bum with it, if that doesn't sound too wrong. Just very stained. I mean, I get it. They're like the remnants of the Galactic Republic? No. Imperial? No. What were they called? Galactic Empire. Sorry. Too many different like names now floating around in the Star Wars universe for what the like controlling entities are, right? But yeah, just very dusty, sadly, I guess, like remnants of the Galactic Empire, like I said. And yeah, just dirty, worn armor. Still does look pretty cool though, and happy to add it to that, what I imagine is going to be an ever-growing Mandalorian collection with Season 3 coming very, very soon. We'll do some television next, guys. I picked up the exclusive Tony Soprano with Duck to go with my Tony Soprano collection. I'll give you guys a quick spin of the figure, but I'm not really going to talk a lot about it. I wanted to get all of the figures in to do a full unboxing video of all the Sopranos figures. I'm a huge Sopranos fan, love the show back in the day. It's probably the show I've like rewatched the most, at least the first couple of seasons. And yeah, sadly, this one was pretty difficult to get on Amazon here in the UK. I think it had like 4 to 6 weeks shipping, and then it was going in and out of stock. So in the end, I just grabbed it off Pop Culture, pardon me, for like £12, whereas I think it's like 20 quid on Amazon. And yeah, sadly, the Paulie Funko Shop exclusive still hasn't dropped. It was advertised like 2 or 3 months ago, I feel. Maybe it was less than that, but it feels like it's been ages, and it still hasn't dropped here in the UK. I really don't know what's going on. It's so annoying. Like, a lot of the Funko Shop drops recently. We haven't had P2 from Hunter x Hunter. I don't think we've even had Daemon Targaryen with the egg officially drop here yet. What on earth is going on with Funko Shop exclusives? I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. Next up, guys, I had to grab a Parks and Rec bundle off eBay where I got these 4 figures. 2 of Andy and 2 of Ron Swanson. And we'll start with the Andy with leg cast. This is an only at Go exclusive. I did purchase these from the States, but it was for a really good price, even with the import charges and the shipping charges. Like, really good if I was to like buy all of these in the UK. This was like, well, I guess not a common, it's an exclusive, right? But I'm pretty sure it was like the standard Andy with his leg cast, of course, from, yeah, I guess it's the end of the first season when he breaks his legs, is it? Or is it in the first season? I can't remember now. I love Parks and Rec, so I should remember. Hilarious show. Highly recommend it if you guys haven't watched it. But yeah, this is like that kind of thing you associate with Andy, at least in the beginning. And when I said thing, I meant look, and this is another look that we associate with Andy. It is, of course, his alter ego, Burt Macklin, the FBI agent. Very, very cool. This is the Hot Topic exclusive. Yeah, sunglasses, FBI jacket, fingers out to the side. Oh, it's just really, really cool. I loved Parks and Rec. I've seen something like that Amy Poehler is potentially going to bring it back, or like we're going to get some new sequel series or something. There's like small rumors going around like that. I mean, I'd love to see what they would do because I found the show absolutely hilarious. And speaking of hilarious, the character that I personally found the most hilarious was Ron Swanson. So funny. I don't just consider him one of the best comedy TV characters of all time, one of the best TV characters in general. Just so funny, so entertaining. Brilliantly played by Nick Offerman, who's getting tons of praise from his 1 episode appearance in The Last of Us recently. Yeah, just brilliant. This is the standard one of him just holding his coffee cup. And then we have this very funny 2018 Summer Convention exclusive. I'm assuming it was San Diego Comic-Con. I can't really remember off the top of my head. But it is the Ron Swanson with cornrows. It's just so funny. Look, the eyeshadow there. The moustache, like the middle part of the moustache is missing. He's got the cornrows. It's when he goes on that like wild fling with his ex, who is actually his real life wife, actually, if you guys didn't know that. But yeah, the detail on the pop, so cool, so funny. I'd love to like meet Nick Offerman one day, get one of these Ron Swanson like pops signed. It would be so cool. But I don't know whether he does cons or maybe private signings or whatever. But yeah, this figure just takes the cake. So much nice detail on it, so cool, so very, very funny. And the last of our TV pops, guys, we're heading to the Upside Down. Well, not really, because these pops aren't from the Upside Down, but they are from Stranger Things. I did pick up the Nancy and Robin 2-pack. I actually got it in the restock on Pop Culture, so I did only pay, I think, £22 for it, which made me very, very happy not to pay the ridiculous amounts that we've been seeing these figures go for. And this is when they go to the asylum under the guise of psychiatrists? Is that what they are? Doctors, something along those lines, right? They like pretend to be doctors so they can see. Was it Victor Creel? Wait, was Victor Creel Vecna, or have I kind of given away? But no, I think it's Victor Creel, right? There's Victor Creel and there's Henry Creel. Yeah, I think it's Victor Creel, right? Who was played by, oh, good God, Freddy Krueger. Robert Englund. The name escaped me there for a second. They go to obviously visit him and they're dressed up in these kind of like weird outfits. But I guess they weren't really weird for like the 80s, right? Was it 86, I think, when Stranger Things Season 4 was set? But yeah, two pretty cool pops in, like I said, these weird outfits, but not weird for the time period. And yeah, like I said, very, very happy that I could get this for retail. £22, I believe I paid, maybe like £22 something with the exchange rate. But yeah, I've been seeing these go for like 50, 60, 70, depending if you get the special edition or Target sticker. So very happy to get these at retail and add to my Stranger Things collection. And now on to some WWE pops. I picked up the Cactus Jack exclusive. Does have the old special edition sticker. I think it was a GameStop exclusive in the US. And this is one of the figures that comes with an event pin. In fact, I think another two figures I've got to show off also have event pins. This is from the Royal Rumble 2000 when he faced Triple H in the Hell in the Cell. And it's a really, really cool figure. This is when he was Cactus Jack. It was the last one I needed to kind of complete my Mick Foley collection. I've got him as Mick, as Dude Love. There's two versions of Mankind as well. Finally getting Cactus Jack in. I love how the trash can is also dented there. We've got those famous like leopard skin, cheetah boots, whatever you want to call them, cactus on the side of the pants, the flannel jacket, the Wanted t-shirt. Yeah, it just looks so, so cool. And next up, guys, we have another GameStop exclusive, though. This is the special edition sticker version. Once again, we have Rob Van Dam. And this is also a figure with an event pin. It is based on his appearance at WrestleMania 22. And this one is super, super cool. I was a huge fan of RVD. I used to watch the OG ECW. Loved it. Loved RVD. He was one of my favorite wrestlers, not just in ECW, like of all time. Like I'd probably put him, if I'm going with favorites rather than looking at talent, not to say he didn't have talent, he had bundles of talent, but he'd easily be in my top 10 favorites at least. But yeah, as I said, based on his WrestleMania 22 appearance, Money in the Bank briefcase, spray painted with RVD. He has the red dragon outfit as well. Just so, so cool. This figure, very, very difficult to get hold of here in the UK, at least at retail. It dropped, I think it literally only dropped on Funko Europe and it sold out very, very quickly. It released later than it did in the US, like I said, GameStop, and Pop Culture have had it for quite a while, but it is a little bit pricey on there compared to some of their other pops, like £17 something, I think. I don't know if it's because it comes with a pin, because a lot of the time their exclusives and their commons are like fairly similarly priced. Now onto a 2-pack with an event pin. I picked up the Undertaker and Paul Bearer 2-pack from WrestleMania 9. And there is the WrestleMania 9 event pin if you guys did want to check that out. And now these also dropped on Funko Europe this past week, but I did pick them up off Pop Culture. They've actually had them for a few weeks now. They seem to get a lot of stuff in really early compared to other places, even the US. Like they've got some of the new WWE pops in already. I think Rhea Ripley, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and maybe Bianca Belair are currently in stock already on Pop Culture. But yeah, I've had this for about a week, and like very, very cool. I think it's like the 5th Undertaker we've got. We had like the original one, like the Dead Man one with the hat. We had the Ministry one. There was that Glow in the Dark Ministry one where he was purple, and there was like the American Badass Star one, but I think it was called something else. Is that Bone Crew or something like that? This is another one. One of the kind of iconic looks with him, but it is actually not screen accurate, at least if you go by what he wore at WrestleMania 9. He actually hadn't moved to the purple accent, so the gloves, the boots, the tie, and the wrap around the hat until later. No, it wasn't even that year, right? WrestleMania 9 was actually 93. I'm pretty sure he didn't move to the purple till, was it Survivor Series 94 when he fought the fake Undertaker. So I'm pretty sure it was like well over a year before he started wearing the purple. He actually wore the grey at WrestleMania 9. So technically this figure isn't actually screen accurate. The pallbearer figure, also very, very cool. Really happy to get a pallbearer figure, one of the legendary managers, the late Percy Pringle, of course, with the urn. He maybe looks a bit skinny to me. They maybe could have made him a little bit chubbier. But I guess this was back in the day. He wasn't, like, he definitely got bigger as time went on. He almost kind of reminds me of like Gomez Adams a little bit with the way the eyes are done, the moustache and that. But I guess was that kind of his look anyway, right? But yeah, still really cool with the urn. Yeah, these two figures go together greatly. Just a shame they couldn't make the Undertaker with the grey, where it would have been a bit more screen accurate with WrestleMania 9. Final WWE figure up next, guys. Another new release is the glow-in-the-dark Bam Bam Bigelow. I will show you guys off the back though, because it does contain some of those newly released pops that I mentioned. Rhea Ripley, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat there, and then just some of the previously released ones. Randy Orton, Jerry Lawler, Dusty Rhodes, as well as Riddle, which we have shown off on the channel before. And this is a really, really cool pop, guys. I was a big fan of Bam Bam Bigelow back in the day, more during his ECW run rather than his WWE, or I guess WWF at the time, and WCW runs. But I still enjoyed those to an extent. I know he's considered one of the best big men in the business. Bret Hart always spoke about that. Sadly passed away far too young. Is he in the Hall of Fame? Did he go in? I kind of feel he did, but now I'm thinking, did he not? Can't remember. Someone let me know in the comment section below, otherwise I'll look it up. But yeah, like I said, a really, really cool pop. It does glow in the dark. Another thing, like, I would say similar with the pallbearer figure. He doesn't look, like, big enough, right? Like, he was, like, fat like me. Is that wrong to say? I don't know. He just doesn't look as big there. He looked like there's like a bit of curvature on the belly, but not as much. He kind of should have been bulkier in my opinion. But yeah, I just liked his look. I just thought he looked badass with the like all these tattoos on his head, the flames and whatnot. I'll give you guys a shot at the top so you guys can see that as well. I don't think they glow. I think it is just the flames on the body as the tattoos on the arms. Did he not have more prevalent tattoos on his arms than this though? Kind of tell to remember. Tattoos are a bit hit and miss sometimes with Funko. But yeah, speaking of that glow, guys, let's check it out now. Here we go then, guys. You'll see I've got a piece of tape holding them up. Sadly, the figure doesn't stand up well at all and does not come with a base either, so that is very annoying. But here we go with the glow. Boom. Yes, I do like that. The yellows and the reds. A little bit of orange maybe in there as well. That's a pretty cool glow there on his body. Just sadly the head, like the tattoos on the head don't glow. But yeah, otherwise that is pretty decent. All right, I was going to move on to anime, but we've only got one movie pop, so I figured I may as well show it off now. It is the Spider-Man, I guess, like finale suit. I don't know if that's what you call it. The suit he wears right at the end. Apologies if that is a spoiler, but the movie's like almost 18 months old now. There are some of the other newly released figures in this wave. And yeah, like I said, it is the finale suit. It's kind of an amalgamation of the three suits of Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire with the kind of light blue. I don't know if this figure was metallic. I thought it was supposed to be, but there's no like metallic sticker, no like exclusive, which you normally see with metallics. But it kind of looks a bit metallic in the light, if I'm being honest. But I really like this suit. I'm looking forward to see what Tom Holland kind of does, what like the future is in store for the Spider-Man franchise. I think it can go like so many directions it can go. And like I said, I really like the suit. Can't wait to see Tom Holland in it. But yeah, really cool pop on this these clear display, like acrylic stand where he has like an action pose. Obviously this one swinging through the air with his web there. Yeah, just really, really cool. Big Spider-Man fan, trying to get more Spider-Man figures into the collection. So yeah, happy to add this one in there. And now moving on to the anime, guys. Although this one isn't really considered an anime, but it is a legendary animation. I am, of course, talking about Avatar and The Last Airbender. Here is the OG Katara figure. And apart from one or two exclusives, maybe another common, trying to think off the top of my head, I think I have finished my Avatar The Last Airbender collection. Here is the OG Katara. I did pick up the recently released one. What was it, last year it came out, which was like kind of an updated sculpt, pardon me, and looked very, very cool. But I still like this one. There's still some really cool detail on it there with her water bending. And yeah, this was another one of the figures I picked up as part of that big double box toys pre-order that I did back in July of last year. So yeah, this has now finally come. And like I said, I think one or two more exclusives, maybe one more common, trying to think off the top of my head. And then this set is done. Next up, we have two My Hero Academia figures forming part of the Hot Topic Class 1B exclusives. We have Ibara Shiozaki and Kinoko Komori. And I'll give you guys quick spins on both these figures. I was waiting to get all of them in to do a full Class 1B video. I think I have the last 2 coming now. I think it's 2 more. I don't think there's any more coming after that. Still a bit weird, like Class 1B exclusives when we don't have all of Class 1A yet, but some of them are still pretty cool. Ibarra is actually one of the cooler ones. We have seen her featured a bit more with this long green hair. I can't entirely remember what the quirk was called. And then Kinoko does also look pretty cool. Again, I can't remember what her quirk was, something to do with mushrooms, but it's a pretty cool design. All of the My Hero Academia figures, to be honest, do look really, really cool. A lot of the anime Funko Pops anyway look cool in general. They put a lot of detail into them. Like I said, I think I need just the 2 more. The pony one, what was it, Pony Sutanori or something like that, and Tetsune, is that her name? The one who looks kind of all purple. I think those are the last 2 that have been released, and I have got them on order coming from Danny and Jazz next week sometime. So yeah, maybe we'll do this Class 1B exclusive video within the next week or 2. Next up, guys, we have some Demon Slayer. It is the newly released Running Nezuko, again with a special edition sticker. I got this from Pop Culture. And this figure is surprisingly heavy. When I picked up the box out of the shipping box first of all, I was like, man, this feels like Endeavour-like size. This is really heavy. I honestly don't know why. It's like a very solid piece. Even the base is quite small though, so you're like, why is it so heavy? But it is, yeah, very, very solid. Just like, you could kill someone with it, like holding it in my hand now if you smacked them over the head with it. But yeah, I know there's been a lot of talk, like too many Nezuko pops, too many Inosuke pops, but I feel it's pretty cool. Yes, there are tons more characters we could get. There are tons more characters we are going to get though. We're going to get more of the Hashira. Did manage to get the Sanemi pop. I haven't had a cancellation just yet, because I know some people have, but yeah, it's been what, 2 days now? No, I'm filming this on the Friday. You guys are seeing it on the Sunday, so I mean, it's been 2 days for me while I'm filming it. By the time you see it, it could be 4 days, and I'll put a note in if they have cancelled it. Hopefully they haven't, but yeah, pretty cool pop still. What more can I say? It's Nezuko running. We've had a few of her now, but I'll still buy them. I love Nezuko, cool character. Demon Slayer, awesome anime. And Season 3 drops very soon, right? I think it is in April. Actually, is it Season 3 or is it Season 4? Like, is the Mugen Train, when they took the movie and made it into a separate story arc, is that Season 2 and then Entertainment District is Season 3 and now we're on to Season 4? I don't know. Is there anything official on that? I don't know, let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, it is still an awesome anime, like I said. So is the next pop, also from an awesome anime, which is finishing. And I think there is a date, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it comes very, very soon. I am, of course, talking about Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3. The end is here. Cannot wait. So, so awesome. I also couldn't wait for this pop, but then all the glam shots came out, and it didn't look so awesome. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. It is the Cart Titan. Because the size of it is just so disappointing. But you know what? Let's get the positives out the way first, because the figure does still look very, very cool. I always wondered if we would get a Cart Titan Funko Pop, and I was like, how will they even do it? And yeah, this came out, and it really doesn't look anything like a Funko Pop when you think about it. But we've got the mask there. We've got all the guns on the back from Season 3? Is this Season 3 or is it Season 4? No, this would be the first part of Season 4. Oh god, I honestly can't remember. Like, it's all confusing with Attack on Titan with these different parts, different seasons, etc, etc. But like I said, there's still some really nice detail on the pop. It does look cool. But that's the thing, right? How is this a 6-inch? This is not a 6-inch Funko Pop, which is what it was sold as. It was sold with a 6-inch Funko Pop price. Doesn't even say Pop Deluxe on the box. It just says Pop Animation. But it's more expensive with this bigger box. And like, what? So we're just paying for a bigger box, essentially? This one, yeah. I don't know what Funko have done. The glam shops seem to show it to be much bigger. And then this came out. Just so disappointing. Here we go, guys. I'm actually going to show you right now. So here's the figure in my hand. So here's an Undertaker figure that we just showed off. So look at that. There's not even much difference in the size in height. Here is then a 6-inch figure that I grabbed earlier of Megazord from Power Rangers. I mean, look how much bigger that is. And then if you were to actually like stand this up, like, it's still not nowhere near 6-inch, right? Maybe this is a bit bigger than 6-inch because of the horns and whatnot. But going back to the Undertaker figure, I mean, yeah, the Undertaker figure is almost the same size. Like, let me do that, actually. That's a bit better for you. Get it down to like the lowest. But as you can see, there's not much difference at all. Like, Seriously, Funko? That's a real shame. This should have been 6-inch. It should have been bigger to go with the rest of the Titan Pops. I know the Eren Titan form is like only regular size as well, but that's like an older pop. I don't think they were doing like 6 and 10-inch. A lot of people said, why is the Colossal Titan not a 6-inch? I don't believe they actually did 10-inch pops when those first released. If I'm like correct, maybe someone who knows more can let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, guys, like, that's the thing. It looks really good, but the size of it just kind of sucks. The price of it sucks for what you're getting as well. But yeah, what can you do? There is no way I was going to fit this one in the shot, so I've decided to just put it up here on the chair and show you guys going up. It is the 18-inch Iron Man Funko Shop exclusive from Avengers Endgame. And I was honestly surprised this restocked, because when it first dropped on Funko Europe, it sold out pretty quickly, and then it did restock at least once, and that sold out pretty quickly as well. I think it may have gone on EMP one time, and that sold out pretty quickly. I missed it all 3 times, and then it's restocked, and I think it's still in stock, to be honest. I don't know if they managed to get like surplus stock, if people return them, because when I was like opening up the box, there was a lot of rattling in mine. I was like, oh, don't tell me something's broken, but it was just like the plastic insert, and I don't really care too much about that, because like these ones, to me, you display these out of box, right? Like, otherwise you don't see the figure at all. But yeah, it's so cool. I remember when this first came, a lot of people were saying like the red, like it's a bit too red, and I would agree now seeing it in person for the first time, but it's not too bad, to be perfectly honest. I do like it. It'll go with, I've kind of got like a bit of an Iron Man Thanos collection sort of going on, so yeah, I will add this to it. Yeah, just very cool. I'm very happy to finally pick it up at retail. Yeah, what more can I say? Very happy. Alright guys, I said we were finishing on something big, and I wasn't talking about the 18-inch Iron Man. I wasn't talking about size. I was talking about price here. We do have a Grail, guys. It's not a massively expensive Grail, but still a pretty cool one. I did pick up the Mandalorian. Just get it out there for you guys. With, I actually can't even remember what it's called. Mandalorian, oh, just called the Mandalorian, but it's with the pistol, the 2019 Full Convention exclusive, which came out during New York Comic Con. And I picked this up from popfigures.com, I want to say for 160 maybe? Can't really remember now off the top of my head. It was like 9.5 box condition. Having looked at the box all over, guys, looks very like immaculate, perfect condition. Absolutely love it. But yeah, the figure very cool here. In, well, it's not his Beskar armor. It's like the original. Oh, it's like the first appearance essentially, right? He has the pistol. Yeah, just that iconic first Mandalorian look that we got, where he's really just starting out. Well, I guess he's not starting out, but he's starting out his quest, I guess, in the series, right? Yeah, very cool. Like I said, it is a Grail. Came in one of the Pop Figures hard stacks, so very happy to get it and add it to the collection. Perfectly timed. 2.5 weeks till The Mandalorian Season 3 starts airing March 1st. I cannot wait. And well, that is everything unboxed and shown off today, guys, so that is going to do it for today's videos. First and foremost, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Drop some comments below out of everything I picked up today. Which one was your favourite, and what pops have you guys picked up recently? And as always, we got plenty more content on the way for you guys. More Funko Pop parcels coming in. They just don't stop. So more Funko Pops to show off. More Hot Toys to show off. We showed off that Mandalorian Funko Pop today. We've got Mandalorian Hot Toys to show off. Tons that we're going to show off in the lead up to and during Season 3. When I say the lead up to, we're actually going to start the week before. We've got 2 really cool figures. We're undecided. We've got the Mandalorian with the blurg, and then we've got the 1/4 scale Mandalorian. One we're going to do the week before the show starts airing, and one the day the show starts airing on March 1st. Make sure you stay tuned for that. More Naruto Caillou content, just tons more content coming for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned for all of it and more. What is the easiest way to stay tuned, you ask? It's very simple. Subscribe. Hit click, smash that subscribe button, and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video, and we will see you on the next one. Peace out. Nerd.